27. All right, people.
No, this is enormous.
He pointed to Marcus.
Another comeback. It was the Eagles, Cowboys. Jalen Hurts dumping it off to Saquon here, and he fumbles the ball.
Well, right here, you see the score by Dak Prescott on the road. He's able to throw the football to the corner, to the tight end, and then they're going to come right back at you. He's going to step up in the pocket, and this is old Dak using those legs to get into the end zone.
Great job by Ferg. Staying alive, staying as a blocker.
Yep.
This is the dump off, Hannah. So 21-21, 2nd and 17. Saquon, chip. Jalen Hurts finds him, but credit Sam Williams to punch his ball.
Yep.
Also, overshown speed, just consistently
Jumped off the screen, bro.
And then Prescott looking for Ferguson here.
This is controversial decision here. Take the points, right? Well, they trusted their defense.
No, Eagles had a chance, right, to regain the lead. So a 3rd and 2 from their own 37. Hurts drops back, and he's taken down, Swagger.
What a beautiful sight. Pass.
Imagine that.
I tell you, it changes everything about this
That
defense.
play call stinks.
Yeah, we've heard you say that today. All right, the 21.
He does not stink.
All right, and here now the lead shrinks.
Listen, George Pickens right there, he wins the one-on-one against Quinyon Mitchell. There was an earlier miss on the field goal, but we knew that Aubrey would come up with a big kick.
So close.
And
seal the
then he
deal.
does. A former Notre Dame soccer player gets it done. Brandon Aubrey as the Cowboys come back. Great scene with Shoddy in the locker room.
But I got a question first. Can you win the game in the first quarter? No. Can you win the game in the second quarter? No. Did we spot them 21 points? Yeah. But what about, hey, can you win the game in the third quarter? No. What about that?
I've seen that like 10 times today, and it's so great every time. Eagles led this game by 21 points, tied for the largest blown lead by a defending Super Bowl champion all time. Isn't it crazy? Bucs lost to a Peyton Manning-led Colts back in 2003 on Monday Night Football after leading by 21 points in that contest. All right, this Cowboys offense, let's talk about it. They've been getting it done all season, but what impressed you the most in that comeback?
I know it's the Monday after, and we're prone to hyperbole, and we do the exact. I think I'm going to go with Clarence Hill, the writer down in Dallas. This is the biggest regular season win that Dak Prescott's ever had. The season was on the line. They're down 21-0 against a division rival, and we're looking at the shadow of what they've had to overcome this season, both on the field and off the field, which was an incredible tragedy. And then what's ahead when you've got Kansas City in 4 days, and then, of course, the Lions following Thursday, and they had to find a way. And Dak Prescott said, put it on me. Put it on me. I'll find a way. We'll get it done. I thought Dak was sensational. 354 yards, completed 23 of 36 passes, 2 touchdowns, and, of course, the rushing touchdown. But with what was at stake, if they lose this game, all right, we're probably not going to the playoffs. Then we got these 2 national games, and it could be an embarrassment. If they find a way to win this game, well, then there's hope, and the hope is eternal right now. What an inspirational victory, and I thought Dak Prescott was a fabulous leader despite the odds, and then being down 21-0 against the defending champions.
Yeah, he is in many ways doing for George Pickens what Russell Wilson couldn't, making him a true number 1 receiver. I think the final 2 throws of Dak kind of encapsulate a lot of Dak's career and certainly the moment that you're talking about yesterday. You get to the 3rd and 2 in the different ways in comparison to what Philly did. So 3rd and 2, 1, control the line of scrimmage. 5-0. 5-0 means 5 guys across on the offensive line, block the 5 guys on the defensive line. Motion down. This is a great route by Ferg. It's called a stair step. Runaway versus man coverage. Pressure off that safety. That's a 3rd and 2 conversion. Probably in field goal range, but certainly not feeling great about it. George by himself. That's been the story really of the last 6 or 7 weeks. Motion over, snap it right now. Now when he motions, I love the fact that George is aware that Carter is following, so he kind of waits and sets Quinyon Mitchell and Carter bang right there. And that's the awareness of that wide receiver to understand motion coming across with a trailing defender. I'll free myself up. It's a beautiful connection between Dak Prescott. George Pickens was always, for me, a guy that, hey, one-on-one, throw him a go ball. He's become so much more than that. I mean, the route running, the awareness, the intelligence, the physical, the toughness, on top of what we've seen in the past, I think he's just become an incredibly complete receiver this year.
In a contract year.
Yes.
No.
Shocking.
Yeah. I love that point about Dak and Pickens, Stan, because so much of this game he was producing on in-breakers, which the quarterbacks in Pittsburgh would not throw. And he is so unbelievable at them because he's got that big frame and then the ability, which is very unusual at his size, to get yards after the catch. I think with Pickens, he's so important in this particular win because when you think about how well this Eagles defense has been playing and they've been fantastic, the problem is Dallas simply has the number of receivers where the Quinion Mitchell can get taken out of the game. I mean, George Pickens, most of his production came against either Adoree Jackson or Cooper DeJean. The final one was where Mitchell was picked. And when CeeDee Lamb got matched up with DeJean outside after Jackson went out, he beat him down the field. I say this to emphasize that there are very few teams in the NFL with that depth at the wide receiver position to attack Philadelphia the way Dallas just did. It's an unusually bad matchup for them because of that group.
3 summers ago, I said I thought that George Pickens was more talented than Justin Jefferson. I thought his physical tools and traits were greater. And everybody for the last few years were like, hell no, look at George Pickens. And this is what I was talking about. The ability to win one-on-one, the physicality, the catch radius. And now with Dak Prescott in this offense, we're seeing those things unlocked. And the smile I saw on his face during Monday Night Football says it all. This dude's happy to be where he is, and he's producing.
Yeah, it did not go well at the end in Pittsburgh. Swagoo, you know what did go well was how about the defense? Yeah. We talk. Look at that smile. Oh, wow, I love it. They held Philly scoreless in the second half.
It was phenomenal. One, because I'm a big critic of Jerry Jones. But I said when he made this trade for Quinnen Williams, it was going to change the dynamic. And the difference is, too, like, let's give Jadeveon Clowney a lot of credit, playing hard, chasing down people. Obviously, you guys mentioned Overshown. Logan Wilson has been really good for this football team as well. And now you're able to get pressure on quarterbacks. But the thing that stands out to me about this defense is that they play with confidence when they're running to the football. Like the Sam Williams forced fumble is phenomenal. This defense was so much maligned early in the season, and for these guys to continue to play hard, and now things are starting to open up. I'm a big firm believer in this, and I've said this a million times. I played next to DeMarcus Ware. It made me such a better football player.
Why?
One, because of the attention, but two, because that's the example of how everybody should play defense. Yeah. And it just permeates throughout the locker room. Quinnen on the interior is no coincidence that O.C. Odigizua has had these weeks since Quinnen Williams has shown up. It matters to everybody. The linebackers' jobs are easier. Your opposite defensive tackle is easier. You're starting to see edge rushers get pressure. Dan, I saw you this morning. You showed it. One-on-one.
Collapsing the pocket.
Exactly. You figure out if you can win. So I'm very proud of the way this defense played, being down 21 and still sticking to it. And I think it says a lot about who they are now as a unit.
Well, let's say a lot about two people right here, right? We're going to say something about what the defense of the Dallas Cowboys is doing, but also Kevin Patullo. Everybody in the world knew exactly what the play was late in that football game. It's third and medium. We might throw a slant to AJ, and you're going to see right here, Deron Bland is going to have inside leverage. Watch the hard step inside to not allow A.J. Brown inside. But then Kenneth Murray is also following the eyes of Jalen Hurts because he knows exactly where the ball is going. It's tight man coverage all over the field, and that allows Osa Odigizua to work one-on-one and get to the quarterback. There has to be some creativity late in the game. Dan and I have been calling for this the entire season when it comes to A.J. Brown. It's not about the amount of targets. It's the predictability of all of those targets. And everyone in the stadium, including Matt Eberflus, knew exactly what was coming, and the Dallas Cowboys were prepared.
You know what's interesting? So you mentioned the Kansas City play where you said where the back starts and ends up matters. The back was opposite Kenneth Murray.
So you know you're getting it back inside. It's easy. Easy.
I would just really quickly contrast that with how George Pickens is using his offense. I mean, some of it is one-on-ones, no doubt, but I think about that first target. The motion pulls the defenders. He gets the in-breaker inside. The final play there, obviously, he benefited from the pick, but you see them run him on crossers. They mix up his route tree. He breaks in, he breaks out. And if I'm A.J. Brown, I'm watching him and thinking, dang. Wouldn't mind be used like that.
He like, why not me? Why not me?
I'm a basketball fan. Years ago, Brooklyn put a team together, thought talent was going to win every game. You got to coach in this league.
Coaching matters, right? We've heard that a few times.
Good point.
Dak Prescott, 22-2 at home.